Hello there. Welcome. Hello, Hot Cheeto. Welcome. Clouds, no Discord. That's too bad. Hello, Jeff. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so how's everybody doing tonight? I've got that's interesting. Let me move to the all sky camera. Hello, Wiley Site. Welcome. I've seen a couple of these on the all sky camera. And I was wondering if they're satellites or something else. I just noticed it a little bit ago. Okay, satellite. Like that. And there was another one just before, like right. Are those satellites? Because there were like 3. Oh, hello, Stephen Fox. Oh, right. It's Friday here. Do you think this is a satellite that glinted, or could it be like something else? Huh. Anyway, well, I'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. And in the meantime, the Draconet. Well, today is the 10th. Three-day weekend. Oh, right. I don't think I have Monday off. Darn it. Actually, I usually didn't have Monday off. Columbus Day. I think, right? Columbus Day? Because there's been a few of these, and they've all been kind of this trajectory, and they have a bit like a little bright bit in there. Colombo Day. Everybody trench coat. Nice. Colombo. I have just one more. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I have the Newtonian going, and I was just started imaging M39 before I moved on to something else. Open star cluster. But I am going to point the Seestar at Starfront. Right now I have it pointing at M2 here. Actually, let me switch to this view. M2, and I'm going to switch to M or to the comet. Sorry. What direction are we looking? So to the right, more or less, would be north, and to the left would be south, more or less. Pay no attention to the N and S, because that was the alignment at one point, but then it swapped. Or the camera was rotated. So let's go back to this. And I will change to the comet 2025 R2 Swan. Is that right? Yeah, R2 Swan. All right, so let's get that teed up in the northern sky. So if they were going from left to right, yeah, no Starlink train near me. Okay, so maybe those were meteors. That would be cool. I mean, I do have like long exposures, and yeah, so it's quite possible. Just wasn't expecting it. Okay. All right. We'll try to image this. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at Astrospheric, and it looks like we had some, I don't know if it was a front combined with like a high pressure system, but it seems like we might have clear skies for the next week, at least here and at or at Starfront. So if that holds, I won't necessarily do a YouTube stream every day. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a member stream some days, or like unlisted for people who aren't channel members. And plus there's the whole thing with Patreon versus, anyway. Oh, hey, there it is already. Got it a little off center. Maybe I haven't updated the coordinates, or maybe it's still adjusting the position. There we go. So this is, how bright is this comet now? 2025 R2 Swan is, whoa, push the wrong button. R2 Swan is 6.7 magnitude, so not quite naked eye visible. What I know there were some kind of predictions on how bright it would get. Do we know what the latest predictions are? Because according to this, it is brighter than forecast. Like, what's the current forecast maximum brightness? Let's see, 2025 R2 Swan. It said its peak brightness is going to be mid to late October. So it could, and then A1 in the morning is A6 Lemon was also pretty bright, and that one might, yeah, they both look like they're going to be, might get a little brighter, this one. Well, a 9.1 I thought was the forecast, but it, according to this one thing I see, it's like 6 magnitude. Nice. Well, then maybe that is what I saw. on the all-sky camera at Starfront. Must have been, because like it didn't look like normal satellite trails or plane trails, because it was short and it kind of had a bright bright part, like it was yeah, like you would expect from a re-entering meteor. Oh, hello, Tariq. Welcome. It's been a while. Thanks for joining. It's been... Oh, nice. That would be cool. Watch the meteors. I've been fine. How about you? Okay, cool. Good, good. Okay, why is it disconnecting? Okay. Weird. Yeah, not sure why that why it disconnected. Okay. Podcast Space Notes has an update on all the comets. That's good to know. I need to check that out. Because there's a couple of bright ones right now. The R2 Swan and A6 Lemon, which is in the morning. And then, of course, there's the interstellar one. Is the Newt out today? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was still pointing at this at M39, but I should probably point it at something else now. So I will do that. I will do that off screen. Thanks for reminding me. I was so preoccupied with getting the comet. All right. Oh God. Okay, so let's see. What target do we want to do for the Newtonian tonight? I did that open cluster just to do something a little different. So I should probably start. I was thinking about maybe the Wizard Nebula, but I'm definitely open to other things, other suggestions. Medulla Nebula. Oh, was that the supernova remnant? Yeah, that was the supernova remnant, the one I did the other day, yesterday. The problem is that one was just, it's kind of, yeah, that's just kind of challenging for me. So I think I'll start with the, Or maybe, because the conditions are actually pretty decent. I wonder if I should try something like the bubble or the cave. Well, the wizard's higher, so I'll start with the wizard maybe. NGC 7380. Okay. Oops. All right, so let me double check. I got NGC 7380. Yeah, well, maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll do the bubble then. Bubble is NGC 7635. There we go, bubble. All right, pause guiding and go. All right, this comet's coming along nicely. It's, of course, moving to the left. I need to do what Jeff did a while back where, or not a while back, recently, where he synchronized the images off the Seestar and then used different software to stack them. It is, you definitely can see a nice tail here now, so that's cool. Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So let's bring this by. Bring this back, sorry. All right. Okay. Right, yeah, I need to do that. Although, to be fair, the fact that it's off a little bit is nice because then I get more of the tail, but... Oh, hello, hello, Amanda Lynn. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Let's go back to here. So the guiding is decent, even though I didn't polar align it tonight. So let's start this going. Actually, let me increase the exposure to, maybe I'll do a full minute. And do a live stack. And reset. And while that's loading the first frame, yeah, that tail is definitely very pronounced. I wonder if I can, let me try something. Let me try something here. Okay, that doesn't help. How far above the horizon is it? Maybe I'll try that tomorrow. I need to try doing the live stacking using Sharp Cap. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty bright. I mean, it is getting towards about the brightest it's going to be, so but yeah, it's there we go. I've got a minute on it so far. I mean, it's grainy because it's just getting started, but not too bad of a start. Let me see. Let me see how I can do this. Oh. No, I don't have it. Yeah. Although I think it turned out one of my issues was my flats not only were just bad, I haven't figured out what was wrong with the flats. Like I don't think I'm even using flats right now. So, don't know. I do want to get it to a dark sky just to see how well it performs with truly dark skies. Well, I shouldn't say truly. It's nowhere near dark skies right now. I mean, it's grainy, but it's 3 minutes, so I mean, given that I already have the full bubble, I'm definitely nice. Let's see how can I get this over here? Oh, nice. That's awesome. Which mini PC did you end up getting? Oh, and I forgot that Wiley site and Builder and actually Jeff has the comet going as well. Let's look at, yeah, nicely centered. That's Wiley site and nice wide field of the heart from Builder. Very nice. Okay, the Melee and the SV Boney power box, nice. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with the. I'm using the power box on this Newtonian setup. Yeah. Nice, very nice. Sometimes I don't want to over zoom it. There we go. Right. The melee or the power box? Oh, 2 melee and 2 power boxes. Yeah, so far I haven't. I mean, I haven't had issues with the power box so far. I mean, I think I had like a loose cable, but I think that was the cable's issue because I swapped it out and it's fine. Hello, Son Goku. Yo, yo, yo. Hello, Mazif. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that is interesting. I haven't tested it out, but I know at least one person was Dark Shades was testing it out on Discord like last week or yeah. I need to test it out. The problem is with the power batteries. Yeah. Oh, hello, Corin from Barbados or in Barbados. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't used Nina before, it definitely is it's a different experience, but it's very powerful. Now there are some things I believe that the Seestar doesn't yet do with Nina, but if they, I mean, it's something that could be fixed and then or improved upon, so that on the Seestar side. But yeah, it's potentially very, very powerful. Let's check the comet again. Nice tail there. I mean, the coma is spread out because the comet's moving while I'm imaging, so because it's keeping the stars fixed. Yeah, I mean that's that's always been kind of my main concern with some of the smart scopes is if they don't get updates, like maybe Z to my knowledge ZWO doesn't have a ton of resources on the software side, but they do have some, whereas that would always be my concern with some of those. I mean, just like with any internet appliance, you know, if they stop updating it, it's kind of a drag. Cheapo Elpa, yeah. Transparent plastic shells. Yeah, well. ZWO. Yeah, well, as far as like the spiral, it was kind of interesting. Ethan. Well, no, I mean, Vesper did have mosaic mode, and the specific way they did it, ZWO ended up doing the same thing with on the Seestar when they implemented it. Yeah, you know, the Wiley site's right about that. Let me go back to, oops, too bright. And there we go. Just trying to get all the windows in the right place. I really like this wide field the builder has of the Heart Nebula. It's really cool. How much time do you have on this? And Jeff, The comet looks really nice. Very bright. That looks cool. SH2 132. Yeah, only super clear. Yeah, I know. Ben is in North Carolina and has been having issues with the weather. Yeah, that is true because it. I mean, the Seestar even responds saying it's an ASI air or an ASI something Raspberry Pi. An hour 15 through thin clouds. That's pretty good. Hello, Otto. Good evening. Welcome. That the bubble's turning out. That's about 12 minutes. Let me just so I'm just curious how some of the I hate it when that happens. Just trying to adjust to get more of the extended nebulosity. I mean, some of this gradient would clean up. I mean, again, for Bortle 9, I'm definitely delighted that it's getting so much detail so quickly. Let's see, how high is the comet? Because it'll start getting close to the horizon. It's 9 degrees above the horizon. So I think once it gets down to about 5 degrees, I'll start reconsidering or start thinking about going to another target. Looking at other target ideas I'd written down. Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of looking through my list of possible targets. Okay. Yeah, the bubble is doing well. And I do, the comet I'm getting is good, but I like Jeff's because it's centered. I need to clear off some space on this before I run out. I mean, I still got time. Oh, hello SMA Sky. Welcome. It's been a while. How are you doing? Oh, I closed that accidentally. There we go. All right. Okay, so I'm back with that. Let's find the bubble again. Oof. What in the world? I wonder if it's... I don't have the... no, I guess it cleaned up. I don't have the light pollution filter on it. Not light pollution. I don't have the dew shield on it. So I think I wonder if it's at an angle where it's catching some light. Let me see what the guide scope. No, guide scope looks fine. That's so weird. I need to make a habit of just keeping that dew shield on. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Stuck an early one. I mean, I am moving the live streams earlier and earlier because the sun's setting earlier. So I could have started it even earlier, like at 8 U.S. Central. I think once daylight savings time ends, I don't know if I'm going to start any earlier than 7:30. I feel like it ends up being too early almost, even though the sun is plenty down by that point. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, storage is limited. Yeah, I know how that is. I'm filling up some drives. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Because I really, at some point, I'm going to get a new NAS, but that's probably a next year thing. Yeah, YouTube does that. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I've part of me, because there's an RSS feed option, and part of me wants to just try that so I don't miss notifications, but yeah. Computer messing up NVIDIA driver. Yeah, I don't think I actually have any NVIDIA cards. I'm thinking of getting one, but Yeah. Yeah, that's sometimes you have to zoom a little bit too much, or a lot of times, before you can see the object. And then what's frustrating is you can see the object and it'll have a name, but you can't actually search on it. Some of them, I mean, like the more obscure things. I might let this go to about half an hour and then move on to another target. Yeah, I think if I could clean up some of the gradient here, getting a decent amount of detail. Why does it keep getting brighter? It's so weird. Very weird. Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nina gives you a lot more control. Definitely. Alright, so what did I have on my list? Oh. Oh, okay. When will that be visible? Of course, I have the wrong filter for that, but okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of checking out some possible other targets. Oh, hello, fish and football in space. Yeah, Jeff and I both have 2025 R2 Swan. So that's Jeff's and this is mine. So that's evening comet. It's getting pretty low though right now. It's, what's the elevation on it now? It's like 7 degrees above the horizon here, so at Starfront it's probably 6 degrees above the horizon maybe. Atlas 3I, that's a great question. Let me look that up. See what its brightness is and where it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, here's some. It's in Virgo. It is 12th magnitude. So maybe too close to the sun. Let me see where it would be. Yeah, it's too close to the sun. At least here. Yeah. Yeah, it's very close to the sun right now. Yeah, it was hard finding information. Swan is lemon was that's cool. Yeah, I did image lemon a few days back, but lemon was just the yeah, it looked pretty cool. Might be out by Mars. Yeah, I think so. If you're talking about 3i Atlas, yeah. Posted some in Discord. All right. And NVIDIA driver change your sound bit rate. No, I don't sound like a chipmunk at speed. Maybe that's the way I really do sound. Maybe it just its advanced AI capabilities revealed to you my true voice. Or not. Chipmunk on speed. Oh man. Okay, yeah, we're coming up on half an hour for the bubble. And I think I'm going to actually try that AI is going too far. Yeah, well, it's I haven't watched them, but I've seen people talking about some of the Sora videos, and I think it may have already gone too far. Okay. All right. Who said chipmunk on speed? Yeah. Start singing Christmas time for us. I don't know about that. Yeah, something creepy about some of those. Yeah, but some of those Sora 2 videos are just, I mean, like I say, the ones I haven't watched them, but the screenshots I've seen of them look pretty, some of them slightly cursed. Or just, yeah, uncanny, just a little bit much. Cool. All right, so we're at half an hour, so let me go. What was I gonna... I was thinking of doing... I was actually thinking of doing NGC 7822, the question mark nebula, but because this would be with the Newtonian, it would be kind of more the core of it, so not sure how it'll look, but just gonna give it a try. All right. Alright, so that's the bubble. And let's go to... Alright. Alright. So while that goes, we can come back and come back to this. Core shots, yeah. Yeah, and that's why I was thinking it looked kind of, it looked interesting, so. Of the bubble nebula. No, it's it was real. It was my it was the Newtonian. It's just it was up to like minute 30, so it wasn't incrementally adding much. I mean, the polar alignment wasn't great, and it's kind of windy right now, so. Just waiting for the first image. Oh, is it starting to drop? I noticed Jeff moved on to another target. I wonder if it's too low now. No, it's still stacking. But it must be close to the horizon. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 degrees above the horizon. So it's just a matter of time when it'll stop. And then I'll move on to another target. Especially while the moon's still down. Right, to add to the last night. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, getting some HA data from Andromeda. This is looking nice. Getting a lot of detail in there. And of course this is from Bortle 9, where Wiley site is. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's more of a later evening problem, the moon. I like the a lot of detail in there. I do wonder how much. Yeah, Well, we'll let it accumulate more and just see how bad that gradient is. Meanwhile, we're still stacking, even though the comet is like 5 degrees above the horizon. Actually, let me zoom out to see. Yeah. Looks fine so far. Venus, oh neat. South of Lemon, that's cool. Morning, Old Geezer Gazing, welcome. Thanks for joining. I need to really straighten up the space here. Probably going to redo the lights a little bit. So I had a light over here that I would use sometimes, and then I have a light over here. But I think I'm going to move this one over there. So, I mean, everything else will be the same. I just shuffling around some lights and cleaning up some stuff. Because the weather's actually nice here. So, doing a little fall cleaning, as it were. It's, tomorrow morning, it's actually going to be 18 degrees Celsius. Or 65 Fahrenheit. So it's quite pleasant for us. It's still getting up to like the 80s in the afternoon, but at least the mornings are nice. So that's one thing I'm gonna have to. I haven't had to do in a while at Starfront. The temperature doesn't drop that much, so I haven't been doing a lot of redoing of the darks to help kind of with the noise, but I might have to start doing that. All right, let me check on. Oof, this is. What's going on with this? Having a bit of gradient issue here. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this might just be a pervasive issue that won't be fixed without putting the dew shield on. Yeah, it has a lot of gradient. RB for some into blink for some action shots. Blink that comet. Yeah, I should try to do something with the images. ESC should have a blink function. I like that. Let me make note of that. Let's see. Oh man. 38 in UA. Yeah. Yeah, so you understand warm. um, three-headed comet images. I'm really surprised that it's still stacking. Like, it should be getting really close to the horizon now. Although, part of the issue might be my stellarium is... yeah, it's still like... okay, maybe it's like 7 degrees above the horizon, because it is a bit further west than here, but still it's getting really low. Yeah. Darking and lemons outgassing. Yeah, so I'll let the comet go for a little bit longer, and then I'll switch targets. Contrast. Oh, right. You have target contrast in the tail. Oops. So Jeff's getting the Andromeda Galaxy. And this is a great view of the Heart Nebula. That looks really nice. And the Lion Nebula. Keep forgetting this one, but yeah, this is the Lion Nebula. Looks pretty cool. Oh, evening dark shades, welcome. Thanks for joining. This is Builder's imaging the heart, and it's I don't remember the telescope. It's not a Seestar. It's like not a red cat, but one of those kind of lower, wider field refractors. But I always forget. I need to make notes. Okay, it's William Optics. Okay, so it is William Optics, not a red cat, a GT 71 and 585 MC Pro, which is effectively what I'm using. Oh, wait, no? Oh, it's your Rokinon. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, didn't know that a GT 71. I mean, if you had a big sensor, I could see it, but with a 585. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so a Rokinon lens, 135 millimeter, with 585 sensor, which is the same thing I'm running on different brand, but same type of sensor that I'm running on my Newtonian. Yeah, I was going to say. Wow, 6:30 in bedtime. Yeah. Yeah, field of view. Yeah, that. Yeah, that field of view is would have been impressive. Like I say, I think with a bigger sensor you could do that with. Okay, IR cut in live stream. And also Jeff's comet image. That looks awesome. And nice. Wow. How much time do you have on this Andromeda? You live next to a cloud factory. Yeah. Well, I certainly haven't been able to image for as consistently. Crazy cool stuff, always say. 6 hours? Nice. Nice. Last night, so till the week of the 10th. Oh man. Well, a few weeks. Another 6 hours tonight. Nice. Yeah, it's let's see, it's a comet. Yeah. Let me I might have to change targets from the question mark, because this is... Let me try resetting this. Yeah, it's got some... And I think based on the direction, it's... I think I'm going to have to stick to targets higher in the sky. And I need to be more consistent about putting the dew shield on it. Next outing. Nice. Build 2 giant wind time. Yeah, so I'm gonna change to a different target on this one, but I'll go back to the comet for now. And that was 15 minutes on that question mark nebula. And it was very questionable. Let's see what's in the sky here. All right. I think at some point, since I'm going to be having a stretch of nice clear skies, I think I'm going to maybe switch, not tonight, but maybe next time I'll run more of a multi-band filter and try to do some broadband targets like the Triangulum Galaxy and with the Newtonian. Did I end up doing the wizard? I did not do the wizard. I could do the wizard. Let me switch to the wizard. NGC 7380. Let's get that going, and then NGC 7380. Okay. All right. Maybe I'm... Wait, so... Sorry, I'm... Did it do narrowband or LRGB? Maybe, depend. Maybe a mixture of both. Cool. Cloudy and gassing at night. Incinerator. Oh man. Okay, yeah. Hopefully it'll be clear. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That would be good. S50 Pro. Yeah, I mean there's 100,000 hours of imaging. Yeah, no. Yeah, that would. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Because supposedly the S30 Pro will be out early next year. And we're in October, so we'll see. But it wasn't clear to me if that it meant pre-orders would be in January or what. I guess we will find out. All right. Oh, they said they're not going to do pre-orders. Interesting. S100 Ultra. Oh man, that's funny. Now it's time to start saving. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the S30 Pro. At one point, it was definitely almost certainly. Now I'm kind of more on the fence about it. Not that it's not going to. I think it's going to be a great scope, but I'm just not 100% sure. Oh, they think they got burned by pre-orders. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll do it on Kickstarter. No, hopefully not. And he says jokingly, yeah, exactly. Oh man. Yeah, you know. Yeah, the price will be key. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that was yeah. Nice. Yeah, if they double it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as like field of view, I don't know. I mean, for me, I mean, I have pretty good coverage right now from somewhat wide to somewhat not wide, but yeah, maybe some more on each extreme. Although maybe not super narrow, I don't know. Because I have that Casa Green, but I'm not sure in my skies if I want to do go that route. S50 Pro, but it's already in the source code. Nice. Yeah, I always like that when hardware leaks either from the code that's shipping or or that yeah, or the other one that's funny is when the FCC accidentally posts the approval documents. That's always kind of awkward. Oh, forgot. I had pointed this at the Wizard Nebula. Oh, yeah, it is pointing a bit higher, so the gradient isn't quite as terrible. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, that's just 3 minutes so far, so Let's see. Comet is still going. That thing is. Surely it's about to get to the horizon. It's at the horizon here, but at Starfront. At Starfront, it is 4 degrees above the horizon, and it's still imaging. Awesome. I'm just going to keep letting it go until it starts failing. Ah, interesting. $50mm, maybe. Right. Kind of like the kind of like they had the AM3, AM5 mounts, and they came up with the N. Cloudy night is down. I thought it was down earlier today. Is it still down? That's not good. What's the S662? Yeah. Reference to a 678 sensor. Interesting. Ended around 4 degrees. Well, I'm getting close to 4 degrees, so at Starfront, I'm down to, yeah, right at 4 degrees for the comet. Okay, it's back up. Yeah, because I remember someone saying earlier it was down. Okay. Oh, the classifieds are down. They're doing a site upgrade. Interesting. But what if I wanted to spend the evening looking at hardware? I mean, that's kind of inconvenient. I mean, there's probably never a good time for them to do maintenance on the site. I know how that goes. Hang from the bedroom facing north? Maybe. I mean, it depends on how much of the sky you can see from there. Yeah, Idaho. Nice. I do that sometimes just out of morbid curiosity. Yeah. Like you look at the refractors high to low. Yeah, that's how you do it. Fewer lights. That makes sense. I mean, I've tried it at my house where I didn't have a platform, but I kind of stuck the Seestar out the window to the west, and it was fine. Oh, you were just doing high to low. There we go. Charlotte's to the west. Yeah, for me it was just because to the west is usually massively obstructed, and the only way for me to image that way was to put the telescope in the window. Wow. Wow, that's impressive. How long are the exposures? Are the subframes? Are they 20-second? Must be so, I think I've had the conversation, yeah. Nice. Yeah, 4 frames dropped over 2 hours. That's really good. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to another target here. Let's see. What should I try at Starfront, since it's nice and clear? Getting that green gradient again. There we go. That cleaned up a bit. All right. Any suggestions for Starfront? All right. When does the moon rise? It's just not rising. Okay. So definitely nothing off to the east tonight. So what should I do at Starfront? I could do some... Oh, wait. Maybe... Is that high enough? Sure, I'll try this. NGC 7789. Sure, I'll do that. Oh, hi. Hi, Cheap Astro. Welcome. Thanks for passing through. Yeah, dropped a like. Don't forget to like others if you haven't liked the video. Thanks. Have a good rest of your evening, Cheap Astro. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Okay. So this is NGC 7789, also known as Caroline's Rose Cluster, Herschel's Spiral Cluster, Crab Cluster, Screaming Skull Cluster, Ghost Cluster, Star Mist Cluster. It's got a lot of names. It's got a whole lot of names. Don't know what any of them mean, but those are the names. What program am I using? So I'm using a program I'm using ALP, not on screen, but off screen, which is what, if you look at what Jeff here is using, this is ALP, but what I'm using is another program called, it's still kind of experimental, called ESC. It's for experimental scope, but yeah, it's something I wrote and kind of working on, but it's kind of rough right now. The easiest way to deploy it is on a Raspberry Pi, but it's not in the full, initial release. It's still kind of a bit rough, kind of more like ALP was in the beginning days, where and I need to really spend some time on fixing a few little issues with it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wow. That looks great. Yeah, it's looking nice. LOL, do you read me? Nice. And this is with a Newtonian with sharp cap. And this is in my backyard, which is Bortle 9, so that's why I'm getting, but it's not too bad, the Wizard Nebula, all things considered, just for a live stack. 17 minutes. Yeah, it's looking cool. What was the other thing I was gonna do at Starfront? Yeah, yeah, it's a bit, man, I'm dropping a lot of frames here. I don't know why. Not sure why it's dropping so many frames. 12 exposures, 7 drops, which definitely isn't ideal. Yeah, so this is cool. So this is an open star cluster. It is discovered by Caroline Herschel in 1783. It is about 7,600 light years away. Yeah. Right, the moon just rose. Right. It's full of bees. Let's see how this is doing. I always reset the colors on it, reset the stretch just to try to renormalize things if it starts getting a bit of a color shift. Yeah. Let's look at the overall. Yeah. Augmented reality? No, I didn't. That's interesting. It's sort of underwhelming. Look, well, I don't know. I mean, for an open cluster, it is pretty nice. I mean, a lot of open clusters have a lot fewer stars, but I will move on to the next target. I already have it queued up. Yeah, because I was going to have this go 20 more minutes, so I'll move to the next one. I don't know if it's a dark nebula, but sometimes I can image dark nebulas with the moon up, but we'll see how it goes. If it ends up looking bad, I can pick another target at Starfront. I need to not scrunch up. I need to maybe let me over. Maybe that'll be better. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look like it could be a globular cluster, but it's the thing I was looking at said it was an open cluster. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So, speaking of underwhelming, we'll see how this goes. I mean, it's just 3 frames in. Yeah, Stellarium. Okay, cool. Binoculars. Yeah. I mean, especially open clusters. They can look really cool in binoculars. Yeah. Yeah, open clusters. Yeah, especially from here, I found a lot of the open clusters are very underwhelming. Oof. Usually don't have thunderstorms. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we can have them anytime, really. But that's when you're next to the Gulf. Um, that's understandable. I mean, it's expected, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's got 24 minutes, and the moon is just barely up here. But yeah, no, it's I'm pretty happy with that. So I do wonder about trying the narrow, like the more narrow band SV Bony filter. But like I say, next time I do, it might be actually the next time. I don't know if I'll do a public live stream tomorrow or if I'll just do an unlisted one. But either way, next public live stream I'm going to use the multi-band filter to try to image some of these broadband targets. Yeah, get up close. Yeah, that'll be cool. And really, I want to definitely also need to get it out into darker skies. I know I keep saying that, but I'll keep saying it until it happens. Yeah, binoculars, yeah. I mean, sometimes these dark nebulas take a little bit of time before they show anything. But so I'll leave it on this for a bit. One thing I need to figure out is what target I should do next here with the Newtonian. Although the wizard's still, yeah, it's still got about half an hour before it hits the meridian, but I should probably, it might actually hit an obstruction before it gets to the meridian, so I need to think of something else to try. Did the bubble, did the wizard, tried the question mark, and that was too much gradient. I could try, let's see, where's the moon? Oh, wait. No. That'll be a broadband target. I don't know. What should I try? The cave? That might be challenging. I could try the Pac-Man Nebula. I don't know. What do people think? Any suggestions? Oh, what is that? That's an odd target. Let's see. might start getting challenging with the moon getting up. Right, for Starfront. Well, I've got a dark nebula there, but oh, the star. Yeah. Yeah, that was difficult though. Like that was barely visible. No, that was here actually. Yeah. Right. Let me try that at Starfront maybe. Which one was that one again? What was the name of that? Looking for it. Okay, thanks. It's looking good. The Jeff's M31 Andromeda and Wiley Sight's Lion Nebula. Over an hour. That's looking cool. And this, of course, this is looking really great. Nice wide field. California Nebula. No, I have not actually. Could try that at Starfront. Actually, let me see if it is. Yeah, it's behind a building here. And by the time it rises, I think the moon will be nearby. Actually, the moon might just be nearby in general. Yeah, it's too close to the moon, I think. But that's an idea for in a day or two. I might do that from here. All right. What was that that supernova remnant? Builder, do you remember? I mean, what was that? Actually, let me see. I imaged it here. Wrong. It wasn't far from California. Let me see. Was it yesterday? Was it an SH? No. No. Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Hmm. Did I mention E? It was an SNR number, but there was some other number. It was an L. There was an LBN I was able to use. Did I do it here or at Starfront? I think it was the node. Okay, that's what I'm looking at now. But I thought it was like, didn't think it was that long ago. Oh, right, it might not have had. Let's see. Oh. How could I forget it? It was the Medulla Nebula, which was also LBN 576. It was 576. Yeah, last night. Okay, aggregators. Oh. Right, because the way I got to the target, I think it had gone into another stack. No. I think it was a little later. Because with Sharp Cap you have to enter you have to if you use their catalog lookup, it'll set the name, but if it doesn't, it'll just have the name it last used. There it is. It was after I'd done the triangulum. Okay, yeah, so let me try doing that from Starfront. Because this isn't doing much. 23 hours. Nice. So let me switch to the medulla nebula. Okay. So we'll try that. Okay. Cool. Cool. I mean, you can always dump it in the in my on my Google Drive. Then the permissions, it's public. Yeah. Yeah, that's upload to your Google Drive, yeah. Okay. It's off to a slow start, but and I think I'm going to move this one off the Newtonian. I think I will move to, yeah, that's looking nice. I mean, for just right out of Sharp Cap, it's not too bad. For, again, Bortle 9 moons up. Wow, 12 centimalti. Yeah. Cool. So this is, 43 minutes. More than I expected. So let me go to, I will go to, I'm just going to try Pac-Man. And we'll see how this goes. So it's going to pause the stack or start a new stack. Pause PhD2. Let me see how that's doing. Guiding's not terrible. 0.7. Considering I haven't polar aligned it, I'm not complaining. I mean, the light pollution filter's on. Send to my barrier kitchen. 65 gig for processing. Wow. 125 gig of RAM. Nice. Business expense. Yeah, that's the way to do it if you can. Yeah, that makes sense. Like for certain lines of work, you need that much RAM. All right. That's wrong. Yeah. Yeah, if you're running out of RAM and or even if you're not running out of RAM and it just starts running horribly slow. Yeah. Okay, let's see how the first frame comes in. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the laptop I'm using for chat and I've used in the past for streaming, that it has 32 gig of RAM, and I would have to quit a lot of things if I was processing images, or especially if I was running Grokspert. It would not be happy with me. Terabytes of, well, they'll be good for a lot of photos, a lot of astrophotos there. Let's see how this is doing. Yeah, no. People can read the chat afterwards if they want to. You noticed that, huh? Sometimes I try to make a judgment call on like what I'm putting on screen and what I don't. Although sometimes I put stuff that I'm like, after I do, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have. But yeah, you did notice not putting that on screen. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, I've had to do that a couple times. Both times it was for financial services companies, and they may have also been government contractors. I don't remember. Well, one of them was, I think. I forget. Yeah, and, you know, I mean, I work with people who overshared and they didn't do stand up, so they just overshared. Nah, that's fine. Like I say, I've had to do that for previous companies. I can relate to that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me actually. Oh, what was it? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Job of government contracts. Yeah. 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 It's funny because I don't think the first one was like that. I don't think it was because we were a government contractor, but it may have been because it was like 20 plus years ago and it was financial services. I can go back to being a degenerate. Hello, Hachito. Welcome. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know what they were testing for, but I've worked with some people where I'm like, they must not have been screening very carefully because I don't see how these people would have passed. Oh man. Random testing, that's rough. I mean, I guess I could see that. It depends on the company or organization. So what am I imaging? I am trying to image a supernova remnant, which is very faint, and I really can't see it in the noise right now. And I'm also imaging from here. Didn't mean to do that. I mean to bring this up over here, the Pac-Man Nebula, which I need to restretch this. This is with the Newtonian. It's not too bad. That's G-Stone Nebula. Nice. Dangerously cheesy. Nice. Waka Waka Nebula. Nice. If you do, it does look like a cheetah. It isn't easy being cheesy. Yeah. To be fair, cheetahs look like Yeah. Your poet, you didn't know it. Okay. Yeah. No, it's yeah, it's the same thing here. Yeah, it's kind of awkward because yeah. Well, Cheetos look like this. Look at, yeah, just like they could look like anything. This yeah, those are Cheetos. Yep, only healthy food. Okay, let's oh. What? What? Okay. Let me... Actually, I don't know why I did that. I could just log in remotely. If I could remember how to type. Delphi. Okay. Sorry, I'm pulling down some stuff to clear off some space so I can because my Seestar is running low at Starfront and I don't want it to run out of space. It's tasty fake food. Nice. It's so cheesy. I'll see myself. Nice. Jesus. Nice. Oh my gosh. That is funny. Oh, nice. Awesome. Congratulations, Martin S. That would be great. And welcome. Right. So many telescope accessories. Nice. Jesus, he for this. That's wow, exactly. Wow, wow. That I think you get either extra credit or extra demerits for that one, or both. Oh my gosh, that was great. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's yeah, it's interesting because I've got the light pollution filter on, but I'm struggling to see any of that kind of nebulosity like I did with the Newtonian. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it is, that's why I still use random Erewhon, because it gets very random sometimes. Definitely goes off the rails. It's it's almost disappointing when it doesn't go getting deep. Yeah. Hello, Amy Cross. Welcome. Thanks for joining. But yeah, it's yeah, it wouldn't be I mean, it's anyway. I had a thought, but it all right. Trying to clear some space off the Seestar so I can copy some stuff down so I can start clearing up space. I mean, it's at 93%. It's so long as I clear it off before I go to bed. Since I'll probably queue up some items to run all night. But it's still early. It's just 10:40 here. That is actually a great point. Maybe it isn't. That would be funny if it wasn't and it actually had something. Yeah, no, I think that's all it was. It's just not. Yeah, no, I have too, and that's one of the reasons why it's still in beta, and I just haven't been able to circle back on it. Just been too much going on. Yeah. Yep. And the frustrating thing is I had started adding kind of like that was part of what the telescope status, why I started adding it, so it would start tracking when things kind of stopped. But I need to go in and look at it more carefully because it's obviously not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Nothing with since the last update. Well, in my case, this particular Seestar is running an older firmware. I mean, not old, but it's not the latest. And I have updated my updated the S30 to the latest, but I haven't tested it enough or much. Switch over to the Pac-Man. I think I'm gonna restart. restart. Okay, that finished. What am I restarting? Or I shouldn't say what, where. I have a bunch of windows open locally, so sometimes it's hard to track. Cool. All right. Let's start that up again. The Andromeda, no, I think it's still far. I mean, it's still far enough away. Like it's a decent amount. Now, there are some satellites. Like I know there's one satellite of the Milky Way that's pretty far away. But I don't even think like the halos would be that far out. So maybe like some distant satellites might be kind of, because there was one satellite, the Milky Way, that's over 1 million light years away. So I guess if there was a small dwarf satellite from Andromeda, they could be getting close-ish. But yeah, there's it's still a long distance away. I mean, it's the thinking was eventually the two would the Milky Way and the Andromeda would collide, but then there's some, I'd seen something where it might not be a collision, it might be not a near pass, but like, yeah, so I don't know. But no, as far as I know, it's not quite there. But I don't use these, yeah. Oh yeah, when I dropped my telescope, yeah. The drop was before my time. I mean, it's not 4 billion years from maybe colliding. I mean, it is a oh, the halos are touching. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know what the implications of that are. Of the halos. I mean, if you're talking about like the dark matter stuff, like we don't even know what some of that is. I'll live in a simulation. Yeah, I mean, there's always that. Reactions with dark matter. Malcolm. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. But yeah, so okay, so the halos are interacting, or yeah, but I don't know what the implications of that are. Or maybe interacting's too strong of a term, I don't know. Membrane insane. Yeah, there's, well, and like there's also been some stuff that that I don't ever remember hearing about years ago, because I guess it's relatively new, like some of the what is that one called? Like there's like it's visible in, is it gamma rays? Kind of coming out of the core of the Milky Way. What was that? Let's see. Column. There were gas bubbles. Fermi bubble. That's what I was looking up. Fermi bubble. Let me. Yeah. So this is the Milky Way plane, and this is how big those Fermi bubbles are. It's they go 50,000 light years, and it's believed to be related to release of energy from the supermassive black hole. I thought that was pretty amazing. I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah, look at how big these things are. Okay, yeah, they discovered them in 2010. So, kind of crazy. So yeah, there's still stuff we're finding out. Oh, okay. 2020 Halo merger. Did not know that. The mergers already began. That's cool. This is how big the Andromeda would be actual size compared to the moon if it was that bright. That's cool. Okay, it has. Did not know that. So yeah, 2020, August 2020, that the collision's already begun. Huh. Interesting. Did not know that. That's awesome. Did not know that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, the one thing about, I think, honestly, I have nothing to back this up. I wonder if it's just we've gotten better at imaging, and I do wonder if the new, whatchamacallit, the new, the Vera Rubin Observatory, because they said they're going to, like, discover 5 times as many asteroids they're expecting as that have ever been discovered. It will be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if we suddenly find a whole bunch of these interstellar comets, like ones that maybe don't come in as close into the solar system, like this one's coming into like about Earth's orbit, but like ones that maybe only come into Jupiter's orbit or something. Like, that would be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised, but we'll see. Yeah, Vera Rubin. Yeah, thanks. I drew a blank there. I don't know why. Centaurus A is interesting. Yeah, there was something that, there's a few things that they think is, yeah, I remember that. I forget which one that was. Astrophotostry therapist. Yeah, I don't know if that it would be productive or not. Oh no, I guess if you're just showing your thing. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I feel like that boundary layer is so far away that wouldn't have started impacting things yet. But it definitely will at some point before the collision. Because if there's stuff like around the halos, I mean, just kind of like, I guess my thought was, or just thinking it through, like with, like the whole, like the Oort cloud, I guess, just maybe it's a bad analogy, but like the Oort cloud, the whole thing, or I remember like as the solar system moves around the galaxy and maybe other stars get a little closer at times, it kind of disrupts the comets in the Oort cloud, and some of them fall in, and like thousands of years later. It's probably a long ways away, but I imagine way before collision, if the halos are already interacting at some point, yeah, it'll start disrupting things, I imagine. Oh boy. Sculptor Galaxy, let me check. Because this is kind of, I mean, I'm getting a lot of stars here, but I'm kind of disappointing with that. That I'm not getting more. But before I just need to make sure I am still. Gosh. Sorry, I need to clear off some space off the Seestar here before. So let me see where Sculptor Galaxy is. I'm going to try that for Starfront. I mean, this is from my backyard, so bad light pollution, but it should clean up. Half an hour. All right, so let me look at Sculptor. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, the Pac-Man's working out. You can go to bed early. Nice. That'll buff out. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, not something I'm dealing with yet. Live streams. Oh yeah, plugging the Discord. Thanks for the note. The Discord. I've got a Discord server for the channel. Let me bring up this diagram of the Milky Way. Oh wow, nice. Okay, so it's got the gamma ray bubble. Oh, the stream. I remember the Sagittarius stream. I remember seeing some of those streams. Inner halo, outer halo. That's cool. That is really cool. I mean, I've seen some diagrams like this, but that really ties it together nicely. And then yeah, the warp disk. It's interesting. Cloudy, yeah. Gaming Air 1 maybe. Oh man. 1,300 years ago? There was some supernovas more recently than that. Because there was the one that Tycho Brahe saw, right? Let me look. The sculptor. Because this medulla isn't okay, the sculptor is not too terribly close, but yeah, let me try the sculptor. That's a cool target. Yeah, that is, and the thing is, I guess when a lot of this that is relatively new stuff, like in the last 20, 30 years, I feel like a lot of it, just with a lot of these satellites and different frequencies and like the gamma ray and just as the sensors have gotten better, and it's really neat. Yeah. Well, apparently Betelgeuse has gone supernova quite a few times. So you just have to be outside at the right time when it goes supernova again. Based on all the YouTube videos I've been seeing. 100 light years. I don't know if I want that quite that. I don't know if I want that quite that close. It does feel like it's been a while. Say its name 3 times. See, that's a problem. If somebody does it, then it will go supernova again. Oh, nice. Stephen Fox posted this on Discord. The sculptor galaxy with the Seestar. Aspects this. Yeah, exactly. It's always going supernova. Like I've heard of what is it, recurring novas? How does a recurring supernova work? That's what I'd like to know. Because apparently Betelgeuse is a recurring supernova, based on YouTube. All right, so sculptor. All right, so I will leave the medulla galaxy, nebula, and move on. It's every 10 minutes. It's time 3 times and it goes supernova. Yep. That would be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. I like that, yeah, when you replay the same out of focus star image. Nice. Yeah, it's a recurrent nova, but not a recurrent supernova. It would probably be a core collapse. It would be a core collapse supernova. And usually when those things, before they go supernova, they're usually I mean, they usually are jettison a bunch of material, and it has jettisoned a decent amount of material from what I remember. And then when it goes supernova, it doesn't just all collapse away. A supernova, that would be interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I've never watched that movie. I know of it, but I've never watched it. Yeah, trying to do too much with the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's yeah, there's a limit what they can do. Okay. Just gonna add for another. Was it the base 60, base 44 or something? I've been getting a lot of ads for that. Oh, this is nice. I know I've imaged it before, but still just a minute of it's already gotten some. Right. I mean, there's, yeah, but it's not gonna repeatedly. Yeah, base 44. I get so many of those base 44 ads. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 of them I get, but the one of them I get particularly a lot. Next best view. Yeah. Yeah, some of those. And then some of them, like the artwork, or I shouldn't say artwork, the thumbnail they have is just like out of control, like showing, going supernova, and it's like a shockwave in the sky, and it's just like, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, a bunch of base 44. Yeah, it's I wasn't curious about it per se, but I think I was looking at something else and I'd run across article about some AI startups and stuff, and base 44 was mentioned as part of this bigger thing, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen their ads. Yeah, recurring nova. Then it starts over. Yeah, but a recurring supernova, that would be. But apparently, Betelgeuse doesn't. If I could just willing it, then I should be able to will all the. Yeah, I was thinking about. Yeah, not quite that, but yeah, it's like I can create it with my mind. Can I create something to get rid of these ads with my mind? Yeah, the texture, yeah, some of them it's. Oh yeah. Oh, and then there's the ones that always have like what is it, that one physicist in the UK or Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever, or oh my gosh, like where they're like shocking news or something like that. It's like, oh my gosh, it's painful. Yeah. Terminator, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but like not a supernova. Oh. Yeah, I mean there was the Carrington event, and then there were some other ones. Please pretend you like living. Yeah, that's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's some weird stuff out there, and then I feel like some things end up kind of getting overdone. Like, yeah, yeah, weird AI. Yeah, I mean flares are, and then there's the whole thing about flare stars and how the, yeah. Yeah, no, I have not. I'm aware of it, and I'm aware of the books, but I haven't books. I like that. I like that. And then it could involve SpongeBob reacting to it or something. I've seen some weird. Oh, it's basically banned. And yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but it's probably on my list at some point. Yeah, no, it's no, I think it's not too bad for 6 minutes. It's a nice bright, very nice bright galaxy. It's just very far south. Let me. Oh, I have almost 45 minutes on this. I really need to do something with with these. Oh. I like that. I like that. Getting pulled over by the police and then taking off before exploding. Nice. Oh my gosh. Wow. I like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I saw I've seen a few SpongeBob ones. Yeah, there's someone the Mario one. I need to I've seen screenshots of it. I haven't actually watched that. Aiden, what are you imaging next? Yeah, yeah, kayak videos. Yeah, yeah. Or some are like if it's older stars, you have some yellowing, I guess. Like if there's not as many new stars in a galaxy. Or I should say young stars, not new stars, young stars. Yeah, dusty. Yeah. It's too bad I can't image this from my backyard. Or can I? Oh. I could actually image this from my backyard. It wouldn't be until after midnight. And, but I need to, if I tried, I need to have a different filter in the telescope. Because that could be cool with the Newtonian. The Mars rocket? Are you talking about the original space program? I mean, the original plan for manned spaceflight, or are you talking about one of the probes? Yeah. Yeah, I think... let's see. Yeah, it would basically take up, like, the whole frame. Or not the whole frame, but it would take up a lot of the frame. Which reminds me of another galaxy I was going to check out. Yeah, I think them. I mean, all things considered, it's not. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right, yeah. I mean, it is a factor, but yeah, some of it's from, yeah, a lot of red stars and not a lot of blue stars. Yeah. Cosmic latte. I like that. I think I'm gonna either order that at a coffee shop, or I'm going to go to a paint store and say I want cosmic latte for my office when it's 2 degrees outside. Yeah, I mean, not lingering. I mean, I remember walking out in what was it? A light sweater and didn't have shoes on. I had socks on, And it was minus 15 Celsius, I think. And I was just standing outside drinking my coffee, and people were looking at me. I don't know why, just because it's minus 15. Yeah, I was actually... It was actually minus 18 Celsius. And yeah. I was standing near an open door, and there was heat coming up, but it was funny. People were definitely staring at me because just standing there, like no hat or anything. But yeah, shorts and t-shirt, flip-flops when it's 2 Celsius. What was this? Due to the average color of the universe was originally thought to be turquoise. Wow. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Playing along a one-tall grande venti or nebula. Nice. Yeah, it's like a Douglas Adams. Oh my gosh. That's funny. I'd like a cosmic latte. I like that. Oh, let me look at Pac-Man. Sorry, I'm just staring at the Pac-Man. Cosmic latte. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, you can see like all these dust lanes. I mean, it's a nice target for the Seestar because it's pretty big. I like that. Cosmic latte. That's a great that would be very appropriate. Just trying to... Oh, wait a second. Okay. I wasn't sure how close Pac-Man was to Meridian. It's nowhere close. So that's good. You know what I should do? I don't remember if I've done this with the Newtonian. I've tried to image the Heart of the Heart Nebula, but maybe I should try the fish, the Fish Head Nebula, because that's more compact, and maybe I'll do that. Sculptor, yeah. I mean, it is. I could barely get it from my house, and the only reason I'm able to image it like this is at Starfront because it's got a clear, flat horizon. Yeah, the freeze-dried astronaut stacks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a neat target. I mean this is with the Seestar, so definitely want to try it out on the Newtonian. It is, yeah, actually here it's 30 degrees, 31 degrees above the horizon right now. So it's not like super low. So I think I'm going to switch. What is 699? Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. So this is the Pac-Man, almost an hour. I'll let it do one more frame and then it'll be a full hour. How's the guiding? It's 8. I don't know, I always like these kind of Bach globules and other dark nebulosity. Okay, we're up to 60, so I will go to I see 1795 is the fish head. Select, okay, and go. Yeah, this might be, I mean, I'm not ending the stream immediately, but that might be the last target for the Newtonian tonight, the fish head. Should probably I wonder what else I could image with the Seestar at Starfront. What else? Is there something else down there, like far south, that I could image? Oh, and as Hot Cheeto, it looks like, I guess, at least in this image I'm looking at, some of the outer areas of the Sculptor Galaxy are at least blue in this image I'm looking at. Not the one I'm taking, but it might be also a bit yellower. Well, it's not that low. Some of the things when I'm imaging them really low, they end up a bit yellow at Starfront because of like sky glow. And I could do the Skull Nebula. I could do that. I could do there's a sculptor pinwheel, giant squid galaxy. I'm just looking at things that are in that general area that are low. Yeah, that one's not that big. That's some interesting ones. I don't, because they're so far south, I've never imaged those. Yeah, that one's kind of That's cool, but very low. Grand Design Galaxy, NGC 74. That's cool. Kind of small. Okay. What would be something else in this general? Maybe I'll do the Skull Nebula. Since it's one I've been able to image from home, but not very easily. So, what was the longest stream? It was over 6 hours. I don't know if it was 7 hours. Yeah, yeah, okay, I'll do fish head. I'll do that. Okay, so I've got to reset. Okay. It's off to a somewhat promising start. That's only one frame, so let me do last lunar eclipse was pretty yeah. Yeah, I mean there were a couple ones, but I think the longest ones were ones. I mean, I had a few that were like around 6 hours, and I'll probably have some more of those kind of as we head into winter, because if I started at like 7, I only have to go to 1 in the morning to have a 6-hour stream, so it's relatively easy. So yeah, now the one at 4 a.m. it was like excellent, and I just couldn't stop because I was getting some fantastic results. Even in the city, like it must have been exceptionally transparent, and seeing was great. Yeah, but yeah, I think I've definitely had a few of them. They've gotten shorter because of summer, but I think I'm starting to get longer streams again, just because I'm able to start earlier. Because like I was looking at, because I'd been streaming for a bit, and I'm like, what time is it? It's like just 10:30. I mean, this was an hour ago. It's like, yeah, wasn't. I was surprised because when I wasn't able to start till like 9:30 or 10, yeah, I could only stream like 3 hours was kind of pushing it. Okay. So we are going on to the Skull Nebula. 1365. Oops. Oh, dang it. Oh. That is just rising here. So yeah, I should queue this up for after the stream. I'll keep it going on Discord, but because right now it's just rising, but that's one I think I want to say Seiko mentioned. Okay, well, it's already. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry, I was just... Oh, good night, Son Goku. Interesting. Yeah, so far I don't think I've... Well, see, I guess I usually run mine plugged in, not on battery. House is on fire. Ouch. Yeah, I know how that goes. First time. Let me see what. All right. Studio. Yeah, all of them, all my live streams recently were right around 3 hours plus or minus. Some as short as 2 hours. But 5 hours, bunch of 5-hour ones like in the spring. I might be missing some of the... Yeah, a bunch of 5-hour ones. And 6.5 hour. Oh, when I did the Messier Marathon, I did half marathon. I did 2 6.5 hour streams. One was 6:40. Yeah, the lunar eclipse one was like, it was over 5 hours. Oh, here's one. Public March. What? I don't remember it being that long. I did one in... It was when I first got the telescope at Starfront. Apparently this stream was 7 hours and 40 minutes. It was March 1st. That might be my longest one. It's when I first got the scope and it was because like the evening was the night was longer because it was in March 1st. Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, 7 hours and 40 minutes must be my record. There's a few that are over. There's a number that are over 6 hours, but I haven't seen a single other one that's over 7 hours. Oh, that one was so close. I had one a year ago that was 6 hours, 59 minutes, and 35 seconds. It was just 25 seconds short of being 7 hours. But yeah. So my record is the first one when I was at Starfront. Or like, it was kind of like first light at Starfront. Yeah. That was a long stream. I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good night, Amy Cross. Thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your evening. Yeah, that ASCAR 30 is a nice small scope. Good 3K subs. Yeah, I haven't made videos in a while, and I've just been, yeah, I don't know, just stuff. Yeah, the batteries do come out. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, like mine at Starfront, it's plugged in, it's at 74%. So I need to like power cycle the charger or something. Oh, new gears. Right, yeah. That could be a problem too. Oh, I forgot I had changed targets. All right. So 10 minutes on this. Let me... See, this is why sometimes I think having a rotator, electronic rotator would be nice, because then I could have had it framed differently. Like have more of the fish instead of just the fish head. This it's looking really good. This builder's Milky Way. I mean, Milky Way Andromeda. That's looking cool. That's over an hour and a half of the Lion Nebula. This one's kind of a weird one. Yeah, Bob's your uncle. Yeah, I mean it's got. Yeah, I mean it's got maybe a little bit more. Well, some of that might be just the way I've got it. Let me move this up a bit. Move this down a bit. Yeah. I'll let this go for a bit longer though. And the conditions aren't ideal because the moon is up now. But yeah, it does look pretty decent. Secrets. Yeah, gradient. Yeah, the gradient would that would clean it up a lot. Yeah, so yeah, the moon is just getting a bit heavier. Yeah. Here it's fine. It's been so at Starfront it's, I mean, besides the moon being blindingly bright, and then my local all sky, it's just normal. Terribly bright. It's funny because like sometimes you can't even tell the moon's up because it's just the sky's so washed out normally. Any video ideas? I mean, the problem is I have a lot of video ideas. I just haven't. Yeah, I don't know. And I think part of my problem is I had made a ton of videos leading up to the solar eclipse and shortly afterwards, but then I kind of stopped because I was on a regular rhythm. I almost, yeah, I think part of the problem is too, like last year, after the eclipse, like last summer, I was changing jobs, and so that kind of ended up taking up a lot of my time, and so I kind of got out of the rhythm of it. Yeah, so I think that was part of my issue. And the problem is I have a lot of other projects too. I mean, like I started the ESC software, although that's been kind of paused for last 2 or 3 weeks, just because I other things going on too. Too busy with work and family. Yeah, problem is I'm not going to the open house. That's tomorrow, so I'm in Houston, not in New Mexico. But it's fine. I started thinking I was going to do it a different weekend, because I mean, like you can go there anytime, and I have a young kid driving. Yeah, that might be a bit that would be kind of hard. Need to have warp drive on my car. But yeah, no, I was thinking of maybe going later in October or November, because you can go there anytime, and maybe because the last time I went was kind of cool because it happened to be on the same weekend as the Trinity site open house, and so I was able to do both in the same day, which was kind of interesting. But I'd probably want to do it with something else, like not just drive out there for the open house. And I think the problem was I had other stuff going on, and so I didn't like I wouldn't have, like ideally I'd want to take a week off and not just drive out to the VLA and back, because it is like 800 miles from here. It's a fairly fast drive, but it's still 800 miles. But yeah, I was definitely going to do something with that. But I also want to swing through the McDowell Observatory and stuff. And I think the problem was I just didn't have, and there was some there was another couple other extenuating circumstances. But yeah, that was definitely one I definitely want to do a video about, because it is cool, and I do. It is not quite sentimental, but like I first went there when I was a teenager, because I had, and this was something I don't know if I'd go into it in in a video, but it was because I was watching the original Cosmos TV series with Carl Sagan, and one of the episodes he was at the VLA, and it was relatively new at the time, and so we were on a vacation, and I convinced my parents to swing by there. So I always thought it was really cool. Drowsy. I mean, it is late. It's almost midnight my time, so I'm probably going to be wrapping it up soon, just because it is almost midnight, and I try to keep on a somewhat I mean, I have stuff in the morning. I don't have an early morning. That's been kind of disruptive at times, but I don't have a super early morning, so that's good. But I think also because it looks like the weather's going to be, let me check again. I mean, I take it with a grain of salt, but whenever we have these kind of weather systems come through, these fronts that clear out the air or clear out the clouds, sometimes we end up having like nice conditions for several days. And looking at this, yeah, it looks like tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday here, clear. And then at Starfront, tomorrow, like there's going to be clouds earlier, like mid-afternoon, but then it looks clear. Sunday maybe clear, Monday clear, Tuesday clear, Wednesday, Thursday clear, maybe Friday clouds, Saturday clear next weekend. So I might actually have a week of clear skies. But I wouldn't do a YouTube stream every night, but I would be on Discord the other nights. So yeah, hopefully maybe it won't quite make up for all the bad weather, but at least it'll help catch me up on some targets I wanted to image. Oh right, Oktoberfest, nice. Gonna go to sleep. Okay, good night, Hot Cheeto. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so I guess what I'm getting at is maybe I will stream a little bit tomorrow night. Maybe I'll do something different. I don't know. I'll think about it. Depends on the conditions. Maybe I'll stream shorter and then do the rest on Discord. I don't know. But yeah, but it looks like the conditions will be good, so I'll probably have a few streams up this upcoming week. So that'll be good. But yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. I'll probably restart some of this on Discord after the stream. After I bring in the Newtonian, I'll keep imaging. I'm going to continue imaging the Skull Nebula at Starfront, and I'm going to queue up that galaxy and let that go for a while. Yeah, and with it clear, I was actually thinking about that over the weekend, doing a solar stream, because I haven't used my spectroheliograph in weeks, months, a few months, which has made me very sad. So yeah, I need to do that. And the weather's great for it. Like, I won't totally melt while setting it up. So maybe I'll get that over the weekend as well. But yeah, so I think I'll leave it at that. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks to Builder and Wiley Sight and Jeff and Cosmic Ray and everybody else who shared their videos tonight. And thanks everybody for viewing. Being there. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep an eye out for other videos this weekend. Yeah, good night, and we'll see you all in the next one. Yeah, thanks. Good, bye for now. Bye.